Meteorologist Eric Alf back with us. Eric, this is a day you might want to drink plenty of water and also maybe take a dip in the ocean too as well.
Yeah, if you can go to the beach, that's a good idea because it is brutal out there.
Yeah, and you're going to tell us all about that, right?
I sure am. I mean, we got temperatures well into the 90s and lots of humidity, and that's really adding a lot to the nastiness out there. This is definitely the hottest it's been all season so far, bar none.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Definitely going to have to stay inside today and beat the heat.
Again, unless you have a pool or the ocean, it's a perfect day for that. Or stay inside in the air conditioning. Because why be outside otherwise?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the scene right now. Actually, the National Weather Service in the current situation has upgraded the entire peninsula up to an extreme heat warning. Basically, based on real-time observations, we now have higher confidence that the potential for heat indices up to 110 degrees will be possible this afternoon. Right along the immediate coastline, though, still a heat advisory. So some cooler temperatures over there, but still heat indices could exceed 100 degrees through this afternoon. Of course, though, the place to be is the beach, and that's where people are at Ocean City on our East Coast Plumbing Skycam, trying to get some relief from the heat, take a dip in the ocean. Definitely a great idea. Temperatures right now rising into the mid-90s. It is 94 in Salisbury and Georgetown. And tropical light dew point values. Check this out, a dew point of 79 degrees at Easton, 77 at Wallops Island. This is the kind of humidity that you see in areas like Florida and the deep south, especially this early in the summer season. So this is spitting out heat indices up to 110 degrees in Easton, 105 degrees for that feels like temperature in Salisbury, and it's feeling like 111 degrees right there in Wallops Island. So truly some really nasty stuff out there. It's basically a sunny sky out there, just a few cumulus clouds starting to pop up. So we will have a few of these around, but we don't expect any rain to develop with those clouds, though I do think that is going to change by the time we get to Wednesday. For now, though, it's all about this big ridge that is pumping in all of this hot and humid air and keeping us dry and really preventing a lot of cloud development as well. So all of the heat is towards the eastern portion of the country, but in meteorology, what goes up must come down. So it's cool to even downright chilly in the Pacific Northwest, where they've had accumulating snow in the Rocky Mountains for the past couple of days. So in terms of the actual air temperatures, we're going with 98 degrees in Salisbury this afternoon, potentially 100 degrees for the actual air temperature on Tuesday, and then heat values slightly go down as you go through the end of the week. So heat indices tomorrow afternoon, this is at Tuesday, not going to be much better. Again, above 100 degrees, and on Wednesday, another blistering hot day out there. But again, Wednesday, as I mentioned or alluded to, it's going to be different than the past couple of days. Tuesday will be another sunny day, but by the time we get to Wednesday, we'll introduce the chance for some scattered to isolated showers, a couple of downpours, and thunderstorms as we start to lose the influence of that upper level ridge. So on Wednesday, if you get caught under one of these thunderstorms, you could get some briefly heavy rain and some drop in the temperatures, I should say, some briefly cooler temperatures under any of those thunderstorms. So we're going to be keeping track of these potentially record-breaking temperatures. Probably not today, but upper 90s to around 100 degrees. I think we have a good chance of maybe tying or breaking a record for Tuesday. Maybe not so much Wednesday and Thursday, but maybe we have a shot on Wednesday. We'll certainly keep an eye on it. But certainly temperatures are going to be near record territory, so we'll definitely watch that. Mid to upper 90s for today with heat indices 105 to 110 degrees. Tonight, 75 to 80 degrees. A really warm and muggy night out there. But again, humidity, or I should say heat levels will drop by the time we get to the weekend. And we'll keep the chance for isolated storms by then, Blake.